We are back on the Wiimmfi streets with some ill post-commentated Tara, and it is in fact CTs that we are playing. So we are hitting the CT Wiimmfi streets at the moment. This was recorded quite a while ago, but the audio is all kind of messed up, and also there's been some things that have happened since. So some races I've caught. It was like a 2.5 hour session. It was so much fun. Unfortunately, not a lot of it couldn't be used, but I did like a few days later do a few more races. So we have like a normal episode length today. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm still ill. I don't feel bad or anything, like it's just my voice and like the cough, so I'll try and deal with that today, and hopefully by the time I do some recording again it'll be sorted, but yeah, so Great Apple War. This track is fun. I just don't know how to drive it. I don't know how to drive many of the tracks in CTGP. There's 218 tracks in total within like 280 CTs, two of which are secret, 216 that you like get standard that you can like in the cups, and then you add like the other two to pre-existing cups. Got the bullet builder to get ahead of Kane. That day I think there was quite a few, the blue shell. There was quite a few people from CTGP Track Council playing, like Kane, Bowser was playing as well, I think. This I remember, yeah, that was a clutch save. And a lot of the like other people in the room, they're using like I won't say meme combos because Kane mains can't. But they're not using like their like most comfortable combo. So especially kind of like early on, like I'm a little bit more prepared than I should be. Like I don't even remember the last time I played this track. Ironically, it might be when it literally just come out. And it has like so many people credited for it. Like it's pretty crazy. That's why if you saw at the start it said ET all, because it's like I just can't fit everyone. CTGP now has track cards, which is pretty cool. At this point I'm in the lead, but someone, I think, no, it's not Kane, I'm sorry. Someone does a cut and I get green, and then starred, so first to last in approximately 2 corners. Things you love to see, but you know, like what do I expect on what to expect on the CT Wiimmfi streets? It's yeah, just going to be a big old struggle for me. Next race though, we have the thing. We have the iconic Mushroom Peaks. Although saying that, so if you are new to the channel, I call Mushroom Gorge Mushy George. So I've been trying to think of a name for this track. And I think I found one a few days ago from the time of like recording this voiceover. I think I'm gonna call it Mushy Peas. To be honest, like I know this track's quite polarizing. I like it. I actually do like it. Do I know how to drive it? No. And I think that's the big difference, because a lot of people that like it do know how to drive it. I think it has a lot of potential to be a mega track, and like it's hard to think like if I actually let me have a, I don't know if I can, let me see if I can. Got some podcast stuff going on right now. I'm pretty sure this was like one of the first few tracks that got released. I'm just waiting for it to load. Doesn't actually say. Its first release though was the 22nd of December 2009. So it's like, what, very old? I don't know the exact like age. That's like, what, wasn't 9, that's like 13 years, I think. I want to say maybe 14, it's around that ballpark, I think. And like, if I look on the wiki real quick, like, I know you can't see this, but podcast mode. The majority, like, how many of those have I had? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that like 7 updates? Like, official updates? And then, like, another, like, 3 or 4, like, alternative or, like, specific pack updates. So, like, it's had, like, not, like, there was a gap, actually, between 2014 and 2020, yeah, 2020, where there was no updates to the track at all. So, it's not had that much development. So it's pretty much the original. And, I think if you fix, like, some issues with it, like the respawns or the mushrooms, I think it could be a very good track. Like, I think it has so much potential. Sorry, I'm just dying here. I think it has so much potential as a track. And even though I don't like I don't know how to drive it, like, I did have fun playing it. I can imagine, like, a competitive sense, it's frustrating when it gets picked, but, like, outside of that, like, I don't really see many issues with that. I think a lot of the hate is, like, Wiimmfi. And a lot of people act like as if peaks is the only problem, because CT Worldwide, as you'll see, like, at the end of the video when I did that second, like, few races in another session, like, the CT Worldwide activity is not great. Like, I mean, this is, like, I think a 6-player room at the moment. Like, it's like CT Worldwide in general just aren't very active most of the time. But, like, neither is any pack. Like, Retro Rewind, I think, maybe is the exception. Like, I've heard, like, regular Worldwides on Retro Rewind, they're semi-active. But, like, Time Trial and Retro Rewind, Midnight, I think it's Midnight 2 now, I think it is. I don't think the third one's coming out. Could be wrong on that. But, like, CTGP, Pack, like, none of them have got, like, really great activity. A lot of people just play Reg Wiimmfi because that's the most active and that's one that most people have. So I don't think, like, you take away peaks, like, out of nowhere, like, the pack is, like, really active anymore, like, on Worldwide. Like, it just doesn't work like that. And also, like, the heritage that the track has, this was a close call, by the way. If I hadn't got them traits, I think I'd have been screwed. I'm trying to go for second at this point. Banana and the wall bounce, it's pretty fun. I think I can get second here. I know something happens, but I'm pretty sure, like, I could at least, like, get Bowser, I think. Yeah, I could have, and then I just hopped over it trying to be too greedy. So unfortunately, I don't think I beat him. I think I do get fifth. But yeah, like, I don't think, if you remove peaks, I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest. And I think peaks has its place in the pack. I think it still needs work, but, like, it definitely has its place in the pack. In terms of a heritage standpoint, like, you can't just start Xing tracks for the sake of it. Like, yeah, it's not great, like, it's very polarizing, but, like, you know, like, you can't just, like, remove it because, like, a handful of community don't like it. Like, it's been in the pack for so long, it's an iconic track. Like, in a way, it has to stay, in my personal opinion. But what's next? Oh, Music Park, or Melody Motorway, or in this pack, Musical Motorway, because I think it's something to Nintendo. I think why the 3DS tracks got renamed. And if I remember rightly, podcast mode again. If I have a look back on CTGP on the, I know I need the track list page. Is it Wishlist, I think it's called? If I can actually spell. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so Mario Kart 8 tracks are now allowed into the pack. So for a while, 8 tracks weren't allowed because it was the most recent. Now that World is out though, you can't like submit a Mario Kart World track, or Mario Kart Tour track still, but Mario Kart 8 track's allowed. I've seen a few get submit, I think, but I don't think any of them got in, if I remember rightly. I think they all got rejected. I don't think the 8 CTs, based on my memory from the past, I don't think they're like up to standard yet anyway. I think like someone needs to like ZPLify them, as much as I hate that phrase. I think someone needs to like smooth them out and everything. Back to Music Park though. Decent track. I'd like all the like I don't know what idea that was. I like all the like custom effects that the track has in CTGP, like nice red dodges by the way. Like the wheelie effects and like the trick animation and stuff. The custom stuff, that's pretty cool. It's a decent track, like I do like it. I can't even remember what happens, to be honest. Probably should have like gone off of the keys there to keep the mushroom. Trying to be a bit greedy right now. Oh, I get a wheelie lock. Oh yeah, I remember that. That wheelie lock completely screwed me over. And then I wreck Bowser here with a green shell, which is pretty funny. Can't remember if anything else happened to him. He might have got starred or something, and like, yeah, I just didn't know what to do there. I tried to be a bit risky, use the bomb. So it is last place, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. Just as a track, it's pretty decent, but I still don't know what I'm doing, even on that, because the last time I played it was in 8. I haven't played it in Wii. But yeah, you know, 6-player room as well still. Next up is Ribbon Road by Gabriella. I feel like I should make more of an effort to like actually mention the track creator name, but track credits are on screen. Another retro, it's a decent retro though. I actually quite like this version. I think this is better than every other version we have so far in the Mario Kart Wii community, based on the 8 version, rather than the original. I know this track has quite a few shortcuts, but I don't know how to do any of them, so I do go for one, I think, if I remember rightly, but I don't think I get it. Kane is out here doing all the strats. He's on Bowser Jr. right now. I remember he's on Birdo at some point, so I don't know like vehicles they're using now. But yeah, at this point, just kind of like, you know, just chilling. Bowser's getting red by another red. I remember he was having a rough patch at this point. Starting on Music Park. There's honestly not really much to say. Like, it's Ribbon Road. There's not really much more to it than that. It's a fun track, but nothing really happened in this race, to be honest. Oh yeah, I do this one. I forgot I went for that one though. I don't know if I did it lap 3 though. I might have skipped it lap 3. And then I tried to do the one here. But yeah, like it doesn't go well. Looking at that, I want to say that's a TF input. Because I know you can do it shroomless. I think it's a TF hop trick by the looks of things, but I'd have to look at like a world record and like see the input viewer for it to know for sure. Just chaining the shroom, there's not really much point at this moment, but that does come to bite me in the backside right here, because this happens, which I don't even know what happened there. It's got like road collision, I think, but like because of the model, it's like it's quite awkward, so you can kind of get stuck. I'm not sure if you can get soft locked there. Yeah, see, I don't do it lap 3. I don't know why. Maybe because of the reds, which I threw 2 by accident, and they just like collided on each other, which is unfortunate. But I get a lucky shroom. The squad is behind, chasing as well, so it's pretty close for second right now. Use the shroom, but I think, yeah, Bowser has a golden and overtakes me on the line. I think I still get third though, yeah? Yeah, I still get third, yeah. So, so it's still a decent result, in the end, a mid spot. Like, I'm not losing too much VR. I remember over the course of the whole session, I lost a bucket load in the end, but, I was maintaining pretty well, at this point. As we head to Camp Cardigan. This is a good track, but it's a Spear Auto track in time trials. Like the world record. I'm pretty sure the world record is still Spear Auto. So the track is actually quite bumpy in a lot of places. So like, I was going for the gold star when I was doing time trial runs. Like, ooh, I was doing gold stars like a year and a half ago now. And this was one of them I did quite early on. And it was actually kind of a struggle because I'm pretty sure it uses, at least it uses auto. It might be Sphere or Sneakster, the expert uses. Oh, that was a snick. That was a sick green snipe, by the way. Peter Griffin's in as well, by the way. I was having fun at that moment when I saw that. Blooper in second as well. That is an awful call. Like, I know it's only a 6-player room, but that is genuinely trash. I don't think I've ever seen such a terrible play in my life. But yeah, it's a Spear Auto track. I was using Funky Flame manual. Obviously funny. I completely wrecked Bowser there. I'm pretty sure he had a bill. I think that's what he told me. Like, he had a bill, but I get stunned myself, so karma, I guess. Sorry, but yeah. I used Flame Manual. I tried to get Trick off that, I think. Looking at that kind of sequence. Just missed it completely. But yeah, I used Flame Manual for the gold star, and it was torture. I don't like bumpy tracks, like I don't like DK Mountain in a time trial sense either. In fact, like it might be, like, just out of all seriousness, like it might be a trick I never get time on. Because I just don't like it. Like, it's way too bumpy. It's not fun at all. If I do get time, I'll back on one try. Just getting wrecked here with the bumps from people taking shortcuts. That is the fastest route for manual, but I got a bit confused on that one with the route for, and I went down the Spear Auto route. Can I get second? No, still gonna be third, I think. I mean, 2 thirds in a row is pretty consistent though. Not gonna lie, that is a decent result when you're in a room with people that know how to play the tracks, and you don't. But that one I kind of knew how to play. Had been a while, but you know, it's still pretty decent. I can't remember what was next actually. Oh yeah, Boshi Skate Park. This track's been in the pack for ages, and I don't think it's had an update in a while. But it's still a fun track. I haven't played it up until this point. And I get that strat first try, and I'm gonna like spoil it. Like, I'd never get that again. Like, we played it again later. That random green, love it. We played it again later on in the session. I didn't get it once then either. So, that's pretty unfortunate, but at least I got to share it once. It is a fun track. Like, I'd seen it in like in videos, but like I haven't played it up until this point. Bowser gets his payback for Camp Cardigan. I think I DC'd before this race as well, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, see, like I go for it again and I just get caught on that, which I think I got dual track there, which is strange. Yeah, at this point, you know, I can't get a shot because it's a 5-player room again. I wanted a bill, but I got a star, which is unfortunate. So it's just about now, like, just trying to make do. When you don't know the strats on the track, you know how to drive it. Like, I'm still going for it because I got in that bomb. But it's not working out. And this was pretty funny. I just get greened on the landing from the half pipe. Pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, just try to gain like as the back bomb. You know, I actually forgot about that back bomb. That was nail and coffin for this race. Yeah, race is over. Pretty unfortunate. But you know, it is what it is. At this point, I'm just kind of bleeding VR. But you know, can't be helped. On this license, in this series, I don't care about VR that much anyway. Like, it's just fun to mention. Like, it's become a meme, but like, it's just really fun to mention. Next up, though, do I find me rightly? It is, isn't it? I'm waiting for loading screens. Cruel Angel's Thesis by Cal. Absolute banger track, one of my favorites. I think it's in... yeah, it's top 3 for me. Maybe even like second favorite, just behind Grenade Peach's Castle by Gabriella. This track is so much fun. I actually hadn't played it online before this. I played it a long time tries on like a few versus races. When it like first came out on the wiki. But I haven't played it since it's been in CTGP actually. So I know the track pretty well. Cal's a go-ahead CT creator. Actually, let me have a look. Let me see what he's up to right now. Has he released any other tracks? No, nothing since Cruel Angels came out. He's only released 3 CTs in total. Pretty unfortunate because he's an absolute go at CT creator. I hope he does work on some more soon. And this is by far one of my favourite tracks, obviously, so I'm pretty up to speed with it. That green was pretty close, but threw me into the lead ahead of Kane. Yeah, I didn't expect to stay here. That banana was close to me. So I think things go relatively well at this point. Like, you know, I'm pretty chilling right now. Oh no, never mind. I try and do a drift trick and hop over the panel, and then I don't even get the MT to recover as well. So we're pretty close at this point. I think we have a POW, is it? We have? Yeah, it's POW, yeah. And I just kind of just threw myself over, but maybe the POW would have screwed me over. I'm not quite sure. Tried to go for a mushroom there, but I didn't get one. Then tried to do the green snipe. Everyone dies on the cut. Another blooper in second. That is a shocking pull. I'm sorry, but why is that even possible? Tried to go for one of my like usual, just like random green like throws. Doesn't come off. This is where things get interesting because I'm overtaking him anyway, and I get triple wrecked. So if he overtakes me, I'm just gonna red him. So like he backs off a bit, gives me a bit of distance to not get redded. At this point, he's gonna be just like praying for either a shock or a blue. Because like he can't get too close to me because I can just slow own him. And if he overtakes me, then you know, like I just use my red, which is pretty cool. At this point, I'm like my nerves are just completely going, and I'm just gonna let this reaction play out. Because of the neighbours. Oh, sorry to the neighbours if they heard anything. Oh my god! No! It's freaking go! So yeah, that was a pretty crazy moment. I haven't reacted like that ever before to anything in this game. Haunted Gardens though, fun track, 100%. I do quite like this version. I can't remember the original's name, because this is a remake, and they changed the name. It might have been Haunted Woods, the original, and I know there was a Shadow version that came out, and I personally prefer the Shadow version, but this version's still very fun. I still really do like this version. There's a huge shortcut. Like if you look at the minimap, top right, you'll see there's that giant grey. That change on, by the way, completely threw me off. There's a really grayed out route That's like a golden cut, I think. I think it's only golden, like unless you like chain a couple of stars. Although I assume you could do like a mega TC if you're playing Frooms. But yeah, so like immediately I've gone from first to third at that moment, but that's fine. I'm not expecting another race win in this session. I honestly, like, coming into recording this, I thought I wasn't gonna get a single win because it's CTs. Like, I don't know how to play a lot of them. Like, there's only a handful I know how to play. Cool moment, by the way. So I honestly thought I wasn't gonna get a single win, and then Cruel Angels happened, which was pretty fun. Kind of screwed myself over with a mega time in there, so I had to use the shroom immediately. But that's fine. It's a very long track, so we are in a 6-player room. Shocks can happen. So I completely forgot about that though at this point. It's like I'm not like trying to dodge a shock at all. But yeah, so like look, there's a shock right here. Like if I held that mega a little bit, I could have dodged. But that's okay. Hopped over the boost pedal, but that's fine. Yeah, another mega. I'm just getting megas for days at this point, which is pretty cool. I'm so glad megas are back in Mario Kart World. I haven't actually spoken about Mario Kart World in like on the channel at all. I do want to play it, but another mega. Oh my god, I didn't realize this. This is like my first time realizing just how many megas I was getting. Yeah, I do want to play Mario Kart World. I do want to make some videos on it, but I just can't afford a Switch 2 right now. Unfortunate. By the way, I've been re-catching up on some online time trial from Enmead from back in the day. Just doing a bit of binge watching. So yeah, get triple reds here, use one, throw one forward, not realizing I'm in first. And I'm also in first with a mushroom at this point, so once again, kind of like Cruel Angels, like everyone's kind of got back off a little bit, so I'm just going to red them. And I don't know what other item I've got. So I'm just kind of like holding everyone up again. This was pretty cool though. Blueberry pie, the blue shell, dodge to the win. That was pretty cool. I was pretty pumped. Like when I saw the blue shell, I was getting a bit stressed because I don't think I dodged a blue on the series up until that point. Like I've tried, but like I keep failing. And then I finally got one when it mattered, and got myself the race win. The blue shell didn't actually get anyone. We were all like super close, so I thought it might, but when I asked after the race on Discord, it didn't get anyone. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, like I think people even got 30-seconded there. I think that was. I'm not quite sure. It is a long track. Like on a long track, it is possible to get for the race to finish after 30 seconds from the leader finishing. So that kind of thing is possible. But yeah, fun track. Next up, there was Wolf Castle Grounds by Spy Kid. I went into this only knowing the track based on images and like videos. Don't know how to play it. I just remember the end was like I remember like Troy and Enmead complaining about the end for like navigation. So like I'm going into this basically completely blind. Like I don't really remember anything. That was kind of sketch. Like if I got another bounce, I could have been off. There's a boost panel there that I didn't realize at the time, up until like the second lap. Kane gets back in the lead. That's fine now. Drift doesn't come out unfortunately, so plonked straight into the wall or the pillar. Yeah, this is another fun track. Spy Kid has many fun tracks. Aura Metropolis is actually one of my favourite CTs of all time. I don't know whether to maybe I'll do like a top 10 like favourite CTs of all time video or something. Because CTs like with the way I started, and making CTs as well. When I came back to the game in like end of 2023, it was like my first time when I came back when I wasn't a kid. And even when I was a kid, like I wanted to mod our Wii, but my dad wouldn't let me because he didn't know like what we were doing. Like he didn't know how safe it was and stuff. So we were never allowed to like get CTGP and stuff. But I really wanted to like have it in that. So when I came back in 2023, came out with speedruns, I think. I was doing 200cc speedruns using emulator. And then not long after that, got like really probably going to CTs because of midnight. So that's kind of like, you know, where I came from. So I have a lot of like CT knowledge from a couple of, like, not this year, but like the last few years. I'm actually holding off on looking too much into CTs until like CTGP updates, or if Mario Power does another top 50 video. I know he skipped it last year, but I think he was planning one this year. So if that comes out, like, I'm kind of waiting for that because I think that'd be a pretty cool way to see a lot of the new tracks. I know there's been some decent ones come out though. Yeah, at this point, lap 3, getting the hang of the track, in the lead. Tried to go for the shroom bar, but failed miserably. So losing quite a few spots. I'm trying to think what actually happens. I know what happens at the end, but that's about it. I don't think. Oh yeah, the wall hit. Me and Kane are battling it again. Kane is honestly goated at outside drift in general. Like, he's probably one of the best players for that. Okay, so what happens here, right? So second falls into that crack in the hole there, so has to respawn, and then first hits a random like shell, and I read him, but I don't think it mattered. I think I still like crossed, like I'd got him still on the line. So that's the third win in a row, which is pretty cool. At this point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how long can this last? Like, what is going on with everyone today? But, yeah, 3 wins in a row. We have a hat trick. Pretty cool. However, that is going to end immediately because we have this Melting Magma Melee. One of the iconic tracks of CTGP, in a similar ballpark to Peaks because it's just unbelievably hard to play. I'm pretty sure this is like maybe considered Kaizo, or like close to it, for a lot of players because it's just so hard to actually like learn. I haven't tried to learn it. It would be something I would be interested in doing, but because I know there's a shortcut there, there's another shortcut coming up as well, which I think the next one coming up you can also do Shroomless, but like right now I just don't really see much point, given how much I play regs instead. But yeah, so at this point I'm basically like on this track it's just about survival. For me, like I don't know how to play it. I get wheel lock, which is pretty common on this track. I know there was an update. I can't remember how long ago it was now though. It might have been like 6 months ago, or maybe longer. There was an update, like a quality of life update to the track to smooth out some edges like that, which, yeah, like definitely helps. Oh, I fell off here, yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's been like an update to it, to smooth it out as much as possible, really. But obviously things like that stuff, like there's another wheelie lock there. There's like a little like other strat you can do there to like save a little bit of time, but I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how to do any of the strats, but you have to slow down in this game. Ironically, like I don't know the DK summit double, I don't know the main like actual DK mountain route. Don't know that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, at this point, yeah, King gets me with the reds. What King did there was basically like what like would have happened if he overtook me on cruise. Like I would have just immediately redded him, which is what he did after I got out of the bill. I keep getting triple shrooms, but there's like nowhere I can really like maximize them. People are just getting wrecked on this section. I remember this section being a lot harder to drive than when I played it this time. Oh, that fib is a good plot. It is a good spot to pop one on. But yeah, I don't know, maybe that section was also adjusted in the update, because it definitely was a lot easier. Like I remember it, like, oh, that was unlucky. Just slightly too far to the right. Yeah, I remember it felt like as if he was like drifting, like as if it was like forcing you to go one way to like the left or right. The time before this. At this moment, I'm just getting completely decimated by the track, which is unfortunate. I do want to play more CTs in the series. I think that's maybe something we do after Christmas. But I'm not quite sure at the moment. I'm not really like I know like I want to get episodes out, but like that's about it. Oh wait, I didn't get last. I thought I got last, but I didn't. Yeah, so this is the last race from that session. We have a 7-player room. I will say, as the session went on, we did get like towards a full room at one point. Unfortunately, I can't show you that. Which is pretty unfortunate. Which yeah, is unfortunate. But like a few days later, I come back, and this is what CT Worldwide is like if you get lobby now. Green Hill Zone by Holland. This track is amazing. I really do like this track. It's a really cool like crossover concept. And this is a 3-player lobby. And also I'm getting some lag, some warping. For these 2 sessions, I was using mobile data because I've been having some Wi-Fi issues on the Wii U, which are either down to the new cable I had to get for the capture card, because it was like basically dying, the cable was, or it's the position the Wii U's now in, because it's been moved, and I don't know whether the like the wood like TV frame is like, or TV stand, sorry, is like interfering with the connection, or whether the Wi-Fi on it is like the Wi-Fi's just been poor. But like it's only been the Wii U that's had issues. Although my phone does keep disconnecting me when I'm like around the house, so who knows. But yeah, so there is a little bit of lag. Let's like explain some of the warping that you can see on like the minimap and stuff. But yeah, like you can see like I'm just struggling, but I'm catching up to second quite quickly. It feels like I think in this race like everyone was kind of dying at random points and like closing the gap, and then like, the gap was spreading out again. I really don't know how to do those 2 turns. Although I was getting bounces, so maybe that'll help. That green almost took Funky's head off, which would have been funny. Yeah, at this moment I'm just trying not to be last. I'm just throwing everything to get decent aims, but I'm just not getting anything, and then I'm also hitting like all the traps. So unfortunately not really much happening. Although Bowser there does hit my my trap. Not Bowser as in the the CT player, but just as in Bowser as the character, because at this point I've turned me heads off. I turned them off for this session. Next up, No Spectral Station by Fluffy, Mr. Fluffy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this track. I don't like it. Oh, first DC'd there, so it is like oh no, he didn't DC. He's although I think he is DCing at this point actually. So it's a 1v1 at this point. I don't know how to play the track, like I don't know the actual line and stuff, but the trains are too annoying. I don't like Calamari for exactly the same reason, for the record. I don't like it when like you have to be on a certain pace in the race, otherwise you have to like come to a stop. And I also think like the trains are too quick. They feel like they go like Formula 1 speed. Elsewhere, like you know, on our little Fiat 500, you know. Yeah, I'm not much of a fan of this track. I think if you take the trains out of it, it's probably a lot better. It's kind of unfortunate because the track has a lot of potential and it looks amazing. The trains just kind of ruin it for me. Yeah, at this point though, in a 1v1, like, you know, if you're behind and you've got like a gap, you've just got to hope for a blue shell. Which is kind of what I'm like trying to do right now, is I'm just kind of like trying to get through all the items to get a decent pull. Tailing all the strats as well, which isn't helping, so the gap's getting bigger, and I think even maybe after this set, like I think at this point I've given up, like I'm not quite sure. Yeah, like single green, 1v1 with a gap of like, what, like 5 seconds? Maybe more? Yeah, it's just not gonna go well. Unfortunately. But yeah, this was just a state of CT Worldwide's that day. Like, the first session, like, look, I'm having to stop here. That's like so stupid. I don't like it when you have to do that. It just doesn't make it enjoyable. It makes it kind of unfair as well, because someone can, like, if someone can get, like, beat it, or like it's slow enough to get past it, they gain a huge, like a massive ton. But yeah, like the first session, one had just ended before I went on, and Browser had like said like, oh, I'll play this, so that's how we got a room going. But yeah, you have to basically just be checking along. A lot of the time they're in a room going, or it's not got many players, unfortunately. Now we end on Desert Castle Raceway by LGMB, and if you know me, this is kind of important. Here's another 1v1, by the way. This track's important though because I did an update to it. How long ago was it? The original showcase is gone now, so I have to look on the actual wiki, which is awkward in my keyboard's position now. It was the 19th of April last year, so yeah, I'd say about a year and a half ago. A really lock there, bro, by the way. Yeah, I did an update to the track to overhaul it a little for CTGP, which hopefully won't be long until that's in. Not long after that though, I got kind of demotivated. So some of us I think have been working on it. But yeah, so this track, honestly I really like this track. I think this track has so much potential. And I hope I've managed to do that. The track's quite polarizing though. Competitive love it, but casuals don't, according to the rankings. Obviously that's like just a rough summary based on its positions in like ranking for activity online. So like CTGP, they rank each track based on the type of player that likes it. So there's like CT creators, like how often they pick it on average, and like people who play competitively, like lounge. And then also like people who just don't play lounge, I think is pretty much what they determine as casual. It's quite high up in the ranking for competitive, but it's more of a mid spot in the casual. At least when I was working on this, it might have changed now since like other updates and stuff. Yeah, it's a fun track. I think also 2 laps is perfect. The only like issue with this version is I think that's like the only issue I have. I know there was a little bit more when I first started working on it, but a lot of it I think is like bug fixes and stuff. There's a respawn cut on this version as well, which is gone, which is it's actually banned online, which is why we removed it. But yeah, at this point, like I've time trialed this track loads because of doing the update. Like I wanted to really get into the right mindset with it and like truly know how the track plays, you know, like in a time trial sense, know what kind of issues there can be. So like unlike a lot of the tracks like where I don't know how to drive, how to drive them, I do know how to drive this one. So I'm kind of like in my zone, like on regs on this one. Which is very rare on CTs. There's only a few that I probably like that, and a lot of the time I think it's just GBA Sky Garden as well, other than this one, because I've time trialed that an awful lot. But yeah, that is the CT Wiimmfi Streets with an ill Tara. I hope you have enjoyed. Yeah, not the way I wanted this episode to go. I wanted it to be like a mega like movie length, but is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna bid this adieu, and I will see you on Thursday.